Well, hello guys, this is me, Christian again, and I bet y'all already know what video this basically is. It's nothing new, kind of exciting for me to note that, yes, we are now officially on to the first day of spring. That's right guys, let's go. And for the most part of it, it's definitely looking snowless again. Hashtag almost no snow. Yeah, no snow, no snow, no snow. I would say that, but there is still like those tiny little piles there, honestly. But yep, got the haystack looking whitish yellow grass, some dark green spots, little patchy and all. Yeah, and I figured I start from a different side of the location for this video to start off with. Just doing something peculiar for a change, you know what I mean, guys? So anyways, looking around, got some good awesome scenery and stuff like so. But anyways, here we go. If any of you guys, as usual, are mainly new to the channel, or have had your accounts for a while, mainly consider liking and subscribing to my channel. So that will be fantastically incredible. Thanks guys. And yes, although today does look nice, today it does seem to be a bit on the breezy side. Not quite out of the woods yet, as predictable. Every single year it's just like this. It's nothing different once we get to like the first day of spring, regardless of even just a little bit of snow or no snow like at all. It's still going to be chilly in some places, right? Getting down from these steps. Yeah, that's been roughly new since like 2025. So kind of came out like last year and whatever not. Gonna be taking another scenery route. Another outdoor adventure time in the first day of spring, y'all. Can't believe how exciting this honestly is. For real. Awesome, yeah. But yes, anyways, guys. Today is actually a bit windy outside. And I think it is +2, but it does feel like -1 or -2. So it does knock it back some bit. So it's only like, what, a little bit cold. But again, I've been out in like very worse weather for about like still 30 minutes, guys. And although this video might be short, but it may not be short either. It could be long too. But we'll see what happens, right? And honestly, hatching some plans. My thinking spot for some ideas when it came to like around the springtime, roughly somewhere is about here. Yes, my serious grilling moments. Oh yeah, boy. Jumping off of here. Have this whole gate. Could go around, yep. There's many ways I can get back onto this little precise trail. Still got a good amount of pine trees to look at. Crazy cool, all 4 seasons around. Spring, summer, fall, winter. And then we have some, yeah, despite it being all leafless and all branchy, but there are little seedlings that are kind of forming red. So I'm not sure. I think this is where they're slowly starting to hatch, but as long as we're still technically dealing with the colder weather, it's going to slowly increase on the warmth of the weather, but obviously not so fast, guys. Yes, it feels great to have the enjoyment of having new incoming of you guys joining the channel and all. So having the likes and subscribes are great also towards my channel and all. And I do like coming outside to enjoy this incredible sensation of nature, especially being better all pleasant for me knowing that we are indeed on to the first day of spring, but still not nice to see litter. Whoever dumped this whole entire bag, it's just been flying around. I don't even know for how long, but it looks like it's coming nearly towards my way. Oh, no. Looks like the tree only caught it for about 2 seconds there. Where is it gonna go this time? Whee! Oh, good luck. I think that bag's gonna struggle to make it up that tiny little bit of a hill. Oh, nope, it's stopping for a little bit. You know what? I'm gonna ignore that now. I'm gonna keep going with this. I don't even know what this rope is doing here. I've never even noticed this before, honestly. Wowzers, guys. Interesting. What is this? I think the birds or something? Seems like we have a whole tangled bit of branchy bits here. So it might have been a nest that got created and I just likely didn't notice, guys. Oh, and guys, remember how I talked to you guys briefly about how we today is windy, yes. But like 3 days ago on St. Patrick's Day, we literally had the wind gust plus a lot of additional heavy rain that carried through the morning. And the kilometers were none other than 37 kilometers per hour. Almost 40, not going to lie here, guys. Literally. And because of that, it caused some branches to stumble. Some were nearly on the breaking point of falling off, and other bits, yeah, a lot of these branches that were on these trees before are way specifically too close to the power lines. They were covering, yeah, like anything could have happened. Like, if I had to make my assumptions here, because they were too close to power lines, no, luckily our power didn't go out. No. Pretty lucky. The hospital grid and all. But as of the complete nearest idea for having, you know what, fire hazards to start up. Oh, which reminds me, since we're on the first day of spring, that means we're approximately 3 more months, or likely, possibly 90 to 91 days, until the first day of summer comes. Can't wait for that all to happen. Well, I do love the beautiful enjoyment of the hot summer temperatures, yes. And I do love doing incredible, fantastic summer activities every single year, yeah. Especially enjoying like camping trips that I have like a camping thing that will happen in the beginning of June. So yeah, not saying, but yeah, cool. Got some good little bit of some green grass all throughout again. But yeah, wildfires can occur, and they did last year. We had a insane amount of a wildfire, and I'm surprised it didn't caught onto here around my area, although it was very close. If I'm to be honest with you guys right now, it was like very super close. We almost did experience a wildfire here, but luckily that wasn't the case, and I'm hoping it most certainly doesn't happen again this year. But based off of my somewhat little peculiar predictions here, guys, we definitely had a lot more snow that carried through into this year, unlike versus last year in 2025. And I believe, I don't believe for about a second here that this here is the official last snow, because we still didn't get to experience the little hiccup or two of the snow days, and that could still be coming up, say, maybe 3 days from now. We could still get a slightly snow day, and that might be it. That might be our ticket towards finally reaching the fall. But funny how out of all these odds, some spring years, some trees off of these some leaf off of these trees still stick around into the first day of spring. Now, will these be coming off around April to May? Most certainly, yes, if we're gonna get like new leafy branches. But yeah, what if I was to say that it's not just this part that got cut off? Like that's like half of the pine tree that got cut off. And then there's also this part of the stump that got cut off that used to be right there. So if I go the circle around, guys, let me get into a comfortable precision, which looks also familiar to you guys. So like once I start looking around here, see, right? We have this part, but not just this part. Also, that's right here. Yep, totally. Surprise, surprise. And folk, they didn't think about. Yeah. They didn't thought about whatsoever about, no, it just seems to be our street for some reason. But yeah, we have, what is it, like, yeah. So we have what used to be like really close, but now there's a whole little pile like this still left, and just this, because it's not attaching too close to the power lines. And then they did the exact same thing over there just today, guys. They did this like 2 days ago after, there and there. And they did just this today, and I'm going to show you more. It's just on the left side. Only the left side it is uncurred on somewhat. But anyways, I'm going to show you what it was like roughly a week ago. We had a little bit of snow, see, right, guys? And this is the final form of what it looks like exactly after late March to come today, guys. Although, if we look down in the ditch area, most definitely, guys, we still do for sure have a little bit of snow down there. But then, looking all around, all haystacks right here, all little dead flowers stumbled to the ground, just as I also knew this would happen like every year. Yep, so we still have a few tall looking dead flowers that still are standing tall, but again, we know they're dead. This is the right side of these branches. Like, they all still look perfectly fine over there for the most of it. And nothing was cut off there. We most certainly just have, looks to be like half of that gone. And then welcome to the other section side of, basically the other side of the ditch that basically somewhat interconnects. And there's a lot more that are around this side than like on the right. And again, some sticked around. And then we have a whole clump of a tumbleweed of disaster right here. Literally, look at that, guys. Boom, just jeepers. Does this seem wise to have a whole clump of a mess? Just imagine what some of your guys' rooms are like. Nothing compares to... Yeah, I mean, there's other parts of the world that are far worse or whatever, but anyways, yeah, few that survived. A lot of them are fully down, little haystacks, little black dead twigs. Well, I mean, parts are sticks and other parts are just the stems of these flowers that will, they're dead for now, but they will, not now in March, not again in April, but some point around May, they're going to, maybe around late April, they're going to slowly start to rise with new patchy green. Well, first of all, I think they're going to pile this, they're going to dig this whole thing up and I don't know what they're going to do with it. I don't know if they're going to throw it further down there or they're going to carry it into the back of their trucks or anything. But all I do know for sure is that the new green grass, if this doesn't get like cleaned up, the grass won't have enough room to like actually fully grow, along with making new flower beds. Although, if we know anything about nature life, is that the cycle continues for 4 seasons. So if these died, right, we'll allow the course of nature over time to let it do its magic and see what happens. We will have new flowers, new green grass forming around this area, also over there too, and new flowers like new dandelions will spawn back in, guys. Literally, this will just totally be the most 2026 amazing year to go by, guys. So yeah, like what you see with these new and approved less branches to worry about. Yeah, well, in my personal opinion, I kind of don't like the idea that they cut this down. Well, bad news for the fact that they cut these few surrounding ones down. Well, one, with less of a tree means less of oxygen for the tree, which means a little less oxygen for us. And as we already know it, because of pollution and stuff, this is slowly the reason why many more, like millions more people are dying every year. I mean, sure, we get new millions more people that get born into this world, newborns, but it doesn't matter, like, entirely, like, newborns matter, but also so did the old ones that lived longer than us, most likely, or shorter, but still, they're our loved ones, right? Like, jeepers, it's not just 1, 2, 3, 4, that's like, what, 10 to 16 different branches that got, like, all cut down? And look at that, like, if this was, like, to protect, like, the good news is it's to protect the power lines from, say, if the leaves were to get, say if the branches were to connect with the power lines and cut the power out and cause a fire to most likely happen, they can most likely quickly stop it before it all happens and stuff. But this is just one single tree on its own. Well, not exactly when you're trying to connect the power lines to like millions of other trees. And the same thing occurs all around, guys. But then, again, I do kind of see one that, like, what if the wind was so strong again, it just pushed that all the way up? I mean, there's a possibility it could happen. And then, like, this one, like, up there could, like, push its way towards, yeah. Rare possibilities I find that could happen, guys. Seriously now. But that's a funny way to look at some odd perspectives of these brand new insanity. One little tiny baby leaf that survived. Well, there's quite a few that did. I think I'll take this one out. Bye-bye. I'll took a little bit of that. But yeah, there's only a few leaves, I guess. Yeah, that's cool, I guess. Let's look around. Oh, nice. The wind kind of stopped and now the sun's completely out again. Hey, that's really somewhat cool. Yes, I'm just gonna basically keep looking. Look again. Looking here, it doesn't seem too bad. Okay, husky. Just keep looking onto the roads. This is a whole nother big stump here, just like that one back over there, but yeah. Pretty near gone. But these are still fully surviving. And, okay, well, maybe they're not too close to the power line, so I guess maybe those kind of are good. Oh, finally one leaf fell from this little particular looking tree. Yeah, this one, unlike the others I've seen so far, there's like a bunch of leaves that still survive. Shrunk, they're super small now. But yeah, look at that, guys. Still quite up there. Half of them are gone, half of them are still like down and stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going and searching around, guys. Don't mind the dog barking noises. Well, anyways, let's go see what more tree branches they've all cut down and stuff. Well, this one is still kind of way too short. That's most likely not to hit the power lines. But then, like, what is this? They focused on the left side, but they didn't focus on the right? Like, what's wrong? I think maybe I don't know. They might come back around to do the other side, like the left side of it eventually. But as of right now, yeah. And maybe we only have like a few leaves that do survive around. Other bits, not so much. Might even snap some photos later, just to keep these all as a good memory for myself later on. And then when we do get this like beautiful sunny day, sunny evening, look at how kind of stacked colorful the branches can be, I guess. I mean, it's more kind of yellow, but mostly still gray, because we all know that branches don't typically have a good color, just bland gray and stuff. Okay, so looking at this very tall beauty of a masterpiece, and I see, look at that. Despite all perfections this might still have, few leaves still surviving off of this one, but most of which are knocked down too. I mean, we're getting closer to spring now, but amidst the perfection sides of things, we see some of the flaws, like flaw 1, flaw 2. So we did have a few that got cut down from there. And again, we had another tall one. So again, might as well look here with this next tall one. Right, guys? Jeepers, oh well. We got this. It actually got quite a few that did get cut off and stuff. So now I'm gonna keep looking a little more further. And then look at that, guys. The one tree that had a ton of leaves all throughout winter, now we're in spring, and there's a lot more that fell off. A lot of a lot of leaves that are still well on the ground. But yep, we're down to just a fewer leaves now off of even this tree now, guys. Not sure if you guys can see what I'm pointing, but yeah, that entire tree right there. A lot more leaves fell off finally, so we're down to about half of which, maybe more than halfway gone, like 40 to 30% at least survived. And then look at that, guys. We knew that one was pretty near almost empty too. So we have there. Those were the 3 that had a ton of leaves throughout most of, I find, winter. And now we officially just came to the first day of spring of 2026. How awesome is that, guys? I'm gonna love summer again, but predicting, if our snow was way more this year, and it might happen maybe in April, I don't know yet, for another bit of snow, but what's that saying about our summer of this year? Well, that's right, guys. If I predict right, we're most likely going to get a hotter summer of 2026, way more than we did in 2025. Which could, although it will turn, this is the time where we're going to get, instead of constant snow in February, we're getting constant rain, hopefully most in March and April. But then, although it will help the grass grow again and get some good new grass growing and stuff, to be much brighter, much greener, not many leaves, like fewer leaves to no leaves, like at all. Most likely doing a lot more mowing around and stuff. But then also to deal with eventually in the summertime, knowing that June, July, and August can come around and eventually will dry up the grass some bit from the hotter summer heat of the weather, etc. stuff. And this on numerous occasions could get far worse than, say, like having to deal with yeah. Like, I don't know, maybe this is just my experience of what I had for a summer of what 2015 might have been like. Yeah, sure, it was hot, like 25 and stuff. But now over like the past 10 years, I've noticed it go up to like our average of like 31 degrees or so. A slight increase by 6. So for like the highest, it might have been like 28 before. But then I got like 41 I saw like last year. Like, this doesn't feel like pretty much normal summers anymore, but unfortunately, it's going to become the next new normal summer soon enough. This year in 2026 and future other years to come. So if we could prevent stuff like this from all happening this future year times to come, that'd be nice. Let me know about that. Thanks. So here's the very final one I see here that has another partly L-looking shape. I mean, if you go all the way backwards, you would see it like kind of like a reverse or something, guys. Like, let me just revert the camera back for you guys somewhat. See, yeah. I may just want to get somewhat a closer look. Yeah, kind of, in my opinion, looks a little like an L-shaped or whatever. Like a reverse going right, but normal going like, yeah. Well, that's going to make it a bit of an easier summer, but yeah, when the new leaves grow in another roughly couple months from now, say May, once they really begin to fully grow in like June, yeah, it's going to be a little bit different. So instead of like being like a full bloom, like a full entire kind of almost circle around, it's going to be almost like it, but a bit more, I predict, yeah, it's going to be more curved now. Like a little bit of a bad head spot, basically. Like there, okay, yeah, like there. It's hard to say. Like, I can't very fully describe it, honestly, guys, but yeah, you just get the gist of the idea. Yeah, it's going to be some happy, good spring moments I'm going to find throughout March, April, and May, guys. And then I'm going to love my summer years, mostly from June to July, maybe a little bit of August. Only two things I find very good in August are like my birthday and the carnival ride and stuff. And speaking of all that good rocking bit of fun, I'm gonna go continue to have fun. Off camera now. See this good rock? Yeah. Well, a sign. I honestly don't know if rocks are usually good luck or bad luck. Not good luck for breaking your ankles on, but yeah. Good luck for collecting like different colored ones, especially looking at the beach and somewhat forth. I'm looking forward to another good summer memory like that. Maybe June, maybe July, August would be good for a beach time. Good luck with that being in May. I mean, I guess if you're in the warmer, hotter places, then technically all 12 months can be really worth it. I mean, I've gone to a beach twice in September. Well, not twice in a year in a row. September 2024 and September 2025. But then, like, again, if you're in, like, hotter places like Brazil, Hawaii, Florida, etc., Nigeria, yeah, for October, November, December, January, February, March, April, and May, yeah, no problem there, yes. So anyways, I guess this is the time for me to end this video now. So hope you guys got to enjoy another spring roll outside adventure again. My journey of how life experiences be going on and stuff, right guys? Well, anyways, take care guys for now. I still have Brawl Stars Nadia release gameplay I'll be doing as of later on today, if I have not already posted that to YouTube as well throughout today guys. So yes, happy good first spring day of 2026. And now I'm going for real, so Christian signing off. Bye bye guys again. And yeah, like and subscribe if you want. I'm gonna throw this rock at you guys' faces now.